And good morning. Welcome back on this Wednesday morning. Let's quickly go over that forecast. Yesterday we escaped much of the rain and kind of came in early and was out by lunch hours anyway. Today, only that 20% shot of those showers with high temperatures around 85 today. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Those scattered showers, just showers, not all day rain out, are possible for tomorrow as well. High temperature of 85. Looks like the weekend's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Full sunshine. Look at there, not bad at all. Saturday, Sunday, beautiful too. A little cooler temperatures with 76 out of that 85 degree. And next week looking good so far. There you go.
All right, Doctor. There's a shot outside this morning. Frank's not whizzing on anybody's tires, so I guess that's a good thing this morning. He always checks out the new vehicle out there and makes himself at home. That's why I had to put that camera up. Dr. Eric Stanford this morning from down, what county is that you're from?
Lamar County.
Lamar County.
Yes, sir.
About a 2-hour drive from here. You've been up here 8 months now?
Been up here 8 months since last August, September.
What exactly is your title over at Ortho Sports?
I always have a babysitter. No, I'm just kidding. I'm an orthopedic surgeon I did a fellowship last year in sports medicine, so I do see a full array of orthopedic problems, but my specialty is sports medicine from a standpoint of my training. But anybody comes in with shoulder pain, hip pain, knee pain, we'll see it all.
Well, you're in the right place this morning.
And when the clients or patients come to see you, it's not necessarily just 60 and above anymore, is it?
No, it's not. And we see a full array. From a sports medicine world, you see a lot of the younger patients, athletes from high school, college, even the 20s and 30s, and then you kind of skip I always say you skip decades, and all of a sudden you think you got it made. Next thing you know, you're 50, 60-year-old and you're having joint problems. And so we see I see everything from a 5-year-old up to a 80-year-old some days in clinic.
Well, I know your waiting room over there is always packed. I can tell you that, 'cause I'm always over glad-handed people that come through, because I know most of them over there. Dr. Lawrence, Dr. Boyd have done a great job in the short time they've been here. And what has been the success of it just continues to grow and grow over there?
Yeah, I think the success of the practice is one reason they had asked me to join them a few years ago, and I came and looked at Athens and really enjoyed the city and the town, and I'm from a small town, and so it kind of, even though it's a larger population than where I'm from, it definitely has a small town feel, and everybody knows everybody. And since they've been here, the practice has really thrived, and I think it's because they've worked real hard to get their name out in the community, and also too they're great partners to work with, they're great surgeons, and overall great guys.
All right, somebody wants to come over, they just call and make an appointment to come in, and they see whoever's available, or do they ask specifically for you, or how's that working?
We have it both ways, but yeah, you're right. You call over, make an appointment, and depending on the day, what surgeon's there, what day's available, then you get put on one of the three of us. We also have a fourth partner who's our non-surgical guy, and so you'll get put on one of the schedules. And unless you know us personally or have got some type of affiliation and you want to see me specifically, or Dr. Boyd, Dr. Lawrence, Dr. Hatfield, then you would just request, and they'll put you on that schedule.
How do people know when it's actually time to make that appointment?
Yeah, that's a good question. I tell people that most of the people who come see us have usually either had an injury. If you've had an injury, and I'd say, in 48, 72 hours you're not any better from that injury, most likely you can get it checked out. If you've got an acute injury, you've got just large swollen knees, and you're a young person, then you've likely injured something, need to get it at least evaluated. If it's somebody who's had pain for 6 months, then it becomes a thing that you're just tired of dealing with the pain, and you want it evaluated, see why you're hurting for so long, and go through the whole realm of treatment for it.
Now, what are you guys doing with, I know y'all are doing a lot of stuff with the local football teams.
Yes, sir.
How are you guys reaching out to all these coaches in the high schools?
So we actually just, this past Friday, we actually just sponsored with Dreyer Physical Therapy, physical examinations for a lot of local high schools. And then we just acquired Athens High School to cover their athletes. And then on the weekends, during football season, we run a sports medicine clinic on Saturdays. We will on Saturday mornings, every Saturday during football season. So I think it's a good outreach program to not only help take care of the athletes here in town, but we're here in town ready to service them and, you know, any needs that they need at the school.
What are some of the biggest problems you see now with people like over 40 getting out and overexerting themselves to where they have to come and see you guys? What are some that people are doing they shouldn't be doing?
Well, I tell you, still stay active. You know, when you're 40, I call it that's the weekend warrior who thinks he's still 18 and 20, and he goes and plays with his kids or his buddies' kids or whatever, playing softball games and things like that. Next thing you know, he's in the clinic with a torn ACL at 40.
Ouch.
And so I'd say, you know, it's usually knee or shoulder problems in the 40-year-old population. But you got to stay active, you got to have fun, and you just got to know there's limitations to what you can do.
Well, let's move on beyond those 40 years old and talk about the 50 and 60 years. What if a lot of us had knee surgery the old-fashioned way back in the 70s, and they start to reoccur now?
Now, before you answer that, I do want to say I admire what you said a while ago in the break. I was like, how do you know when it's time for that knee replacement or something? You were like, well, if it's not hurting, don't touch it. Don't worry. And that's odd for somebody to say, oh, well, looking at you, yeah, you could use a new one. That's great.
Yeah. You know, there's certain limitations to, if someone doesn't hurt and they come see you, it's hard to tell them, you know, I'll put you through a 2-3 hour surgery. Stay in the hospital, and you got to outweigh the risk benefits, and they don't even hurt. There's certain things, yeah, you would see if somebody had certain deformities. You'd say, hey, you know, even though you don't hurt, your deformity is getting worse, and it's becoming to the point where it's not necessarily not fixable in a sense, but it makes life a lot easier for you to go ahead and get it fixed before you start hurting.
Well, I know I could tell by looking at you was when you came in. After you saw me, you saw what an outstanding athletic build I have and all I've got going on. Then I started telling you some of the problems I have. That's the reason you brought the word deformed.
Deformity.
I mean, it's hard to be, you know, 60 years old and still be, you know, a sex symbol on television.
On TV.
You know, and getting out and being able to do a lot, taking Roy's products and stuff like that, and, you know, trying to, you know, look good and try to, you know, still look like I'm in my 30s. There's a picture of me now. That's when I'm running down at the beach. I don't do that a lot in Athens.
We like to make you laugh.
See, I take the safe way out. Me and Gloria and our pastor Dusty down at Dusty McElroy down in Lindsay. We take an advanced spinning class, RPM. That way, there's little chance to get hurt unless you fall off the bike. Which something
We've wondered about him from time
as
to
he
time.
fell off.
All right, what else we know about you? You're an outdoorsman, just like your partners over that way. And
I do. I like getting outside, and like I said, I enjoy hunting and fishing when I have time. Haven't had much time. I've been on my training up until the last 8 months, and then just getting set up with practice and things like that takes a lot of time. But I like outdoors. I like riding four-wheelers and just enjoying what God's got for us.
Well, I just want to tell you, welcome to Athens, Alabama.
Yeah, thank you.
Dr. Boyd and Dr. Lawrence have done a phenomenal job over there. And what, they've been here 3, 4, 5 years now?
I think 4 going on 5.
4 years now. They've done a super job. Everybody. Now, where do you guys do the surgery?
We do all of our surgery at Athens Hospital here in town. Should be breaking ground here soon is the surgery center of the hospital's building.
Right over next to you guys.
Right over next to us here on 72 on the east side of town. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess the best way to describe where you guys are is behind Jack's.
That's what I always say, behind Jack's.
Or next to the new fire department.
Yes.
So that's the easiest way to get over.
Yes, sir.
What else do we need to know about Dr. Eric Stanford? You're an Auburn fan.
Check out their website,
I am.
too.
Yeah, check out our website. I've got my bio on there telling a little bit about my family as well. I've got a wife and a 2-year-old here in town with me. And then, but yeah, I'm a huge Auburn fan. Went to school at